dozing off, like, as you fade back into consciousness.
If you guys don't mind, I would like to go talk to Tarina.
Don't mind it, I'll go ahead.
Alright, yeah, so after that message, just in the middle of the night, I'm just gonna knock on Tarina's door.
Hello? Hello? Hi! Come in. Hi.
Hey.
Why are you still awake?
Sorry, I just can't sleep. You know, elf things. I point to my ears and stuff. Are you okay?
Am I okay? Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, there was just a lot that happened today. Sorry we didn't kill the war matron. I know you had our best interest.
It would have been...
Sorry, you go.
I mean, it would have been preferable, considering she almost killed me and she wiped out your entire race, apparently. I just thought that would be the smarter move, but I was very clearly outvoted.
I know it's against your judgment, but I'm glad that you, well, very hesitantly didn't want to kill her. It does mean a lot.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I still want her dead. I'm just not doing anything about it right now.
How did you find out about my people?
Know how. You read it in my book.
Well, yeah, I read it in your journal, but how did you find out that she's been killing the Eladrin?
Ellie, do you understand that I literally cannot tell you and that I explained it in the... It doesn't matter.
Oh.
I was told by someone who knew your people very well about what had happened to your people. Hello?
Do you trust me?
I trust you to do the good thing.
Okay. That's a relief. It's just... It's weird that you know so much about my people, and that they basically kind of signed you up for all of this.
I only know one fact about your people, Ellie. Just who killed them, that's it. But either way.
Well, I know about another portal to find Adlana. There's one in Valarin, the northeastern part.
Okay, I don't think I've ever been there.
Apparently that's where your aunt hails from.
That's... Do you think that's where she's living, right? Do you think that's where her family is?
Well, I was able to talk to Terrify, and she said that she has strong connections there.
he said based off her accent, he
Okay.
could reasonably assume that she was from there.
Strong. Yeah, and she has strong ties there.
If that's where her village is. Wait, do I know where her village is?
So, what he means is, that, Adlana's, like, actual blood family, like, her mother and her father, like, that's where they're from. And so she would have spent, like, early childhood there.
Okay.
The village that she was chiefess of, is in the Arcanic Empire in the Violet Lands.
Okay. Well, we can hopefully find her and let her family know. She's all right.
Look, I know you guys are helping me find Ulame's, helping me with my whole quest. But if you want to find your aunt, that's okay. I just, like, quickly rush in, I give her a tight hug, and then I just go back to my room.
Kind of awkwardly stand there for like half a moment and then close the door and go back to bed.
Okay. So you guys get a full rest.
Hey! Why is D&D so stressful? Hey, this is just paper.
Paper and feelings, hon. Apparently.
Paper and
Yeah.
things.
Can Luna do something really quick? At least I think it'll be quick.
Sure. Is it in the morning or before you sleep?
While sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's confused about the magic thing.
Okay.
So, at first, is she too far away to actually, like, come across her mom? Is that, like, a geographical distance thing?
No.
Okay. So first she's going to see if she can find her mom. Like, if the wall is being, like, if that weird wall thing is, like, that significant that she can't contact her mom.
Okay, so you are attempting to use the Druid Dreamscape to contact your mom.
Yeah.
Okay, make a, general wisdom check.
Okay. Plus 4, 23.
Okay, yeah. You, I'd say that's successful. You sort of enter into the Druid Dreamscape, through, mental practices and the guiding hand of your mother. You fall into the kind of familiar grassy fields and glade that encompasses the general, like, druidic dream. And you reach out, basically, like, with your intention, and call out to her, and across the ephemeral dream plane this is, you grab hold of a small, like, figment of her and then pull her towards you, and the image of Jade shows up. Describe Jade for us.
She's a wood elf. She's a bit taller than Luna. She's got, like, long, straight, you know that shade of hair that's, like, some people say it's blonde and some people say it's brown and then it starts arguments sort of thing? Is that color?
Dirty blonde.
Yeah, dirty blonde. And
I
she
know that color. It's brown. Anyway. There's the argument you're looking for.
yeah, and Luna has her eyes, so
I'm coming for you next, Tiffany.
Damn, I heard right.
yeah, she's also very. Would I call her graceful? Is she graceful?
No, she's not.
No, she's not graceful. Okay.
No, she's not. She's kind of clumsy.
Yeah, she's not.
So she kind of materializes. Luna. And she like reaches out for you, and then you kind of like dream hug, I guess. And she's like, Luna, what? I haven't. And she kind of like holds your face and like brushes your hair. It's just,
I'm covered in blood.
I don't know if your dream suit would be covered in blood.
No.
She's like, you've called out to me for the first time.
I wanted to act like I was self-reliant.
Well, I always did want you to be your own person. So, tell me about your pilgrimage. Have you been keeping up with, the druidic practices and protecting nature and healing the sick? What have you been doing?
And she like tells her a little bit about it, like in summary sort of thing, but then gets to like I've noticed like while I'm shape-shifting or casting spells, like it feels like there's this wall that I have to climb over to get to it, and I don't know why it's doing that lately.
She looks thoughtful, pensive, and considers it. Well, have you... where are you, exactly?
We're in Toril. We're going to be leaving in the morning.
It could be your, proximity to Briotriac's tomb. It's not a well-told story, but, ever noticed that there isn't a druidic god of death? Even though death is part of the cycle of life?
Mm-hmm.
It's because Briotriac was that god. But in ancient times she grew power-hungry, essentially, and decided that the world would, basically beholden to all of her pestilence and disease and sicknesses, and that, she essentially tried to, create an undead army and overtake the world, and, well, as you can imagine, the other druidic gods didn't really like that.
Agree.
Didn't really agree with that, and so they cast her down and bound her in the depths of the earth. And from her rage and blood, the drow were born. All of her creations are essentially a mockery of nature itself. And, well, her dark power could be what's impeding you and your connection to Mylukia. Could also be how you're choosing to use the powers. But I'd say it's probably best for you to get out of the mountain as soon as you can.
But what about the drow that we know?
What is there to do about the drow? They can leave if they... the drow and Verkus.
Yeah.
Do they affect... That is quite a conundrum. I'm not sure. I've never really noticed any interactions with Blay that have been impeded. Are you perhaps around anything else? Anything that's not a drow? Or any sort of strange magic?
I'm wondering if she would actually, if the arcane elves would actually occur to her as being
Strange.
Yeah, I think strange. I was like, well,
do
Ellie and
an
I.
intelligence check.
Okay. 17?
Yeah, it would occur. Really?
Okay.
Okay, I mean, there's kind of this. She did ask other people.
Yeah. We did meet a trio of these arcane elves.
That could be it.
Why would that be?
Well, the drow might be sort of overlooked as a direct creation of Briotriact, seeing as she is still a druidic god despite her essential casting out and binding. But creatures that have been created by curses or have been made are essentially perceived as warped nature that is inherently bad. And do you know how the arcane elves came to be, how they occurred as a race?
A little bit.
Well, the short story is that there were a group of, I think they were albino drows, that were ostracized and began to live in the above ground. And they met Fae. And, well, essentially they liked each other and started intermarrying, and the drow didn't take kindly to this, and I don't remember which drow matriarch did it, but from then on they became a cursed race. And she essentially warped their existence and cursed them and all of their kin and offspring into being what we know as arcane elves. They are a created race. A race that was made by twisted magics and not recognized as something or creatures or living things that have been created by the hands of deities. So it could be, if you are drawing closer to these arcane elves, that Mylukia might find a direct insult in that.
And if I disagree, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's been long enough for arcane elves to matriculate into the ecosystem and count as, like, a part of the natural order, right?
It's more of, that their existence is inherently wrong to her. And that,
Luna looks very frustrated.
sorry, that doesn't seem to be quite the answer you wanted, but that is what I would probably assume.
Okay, well, Malikia can get over herself, if you ask me.
Jade sort of chuckles. Well, I suppose not even gods are perfect. I do believe with time she might change her mind. But, I've just come to accept things as they are, as it is not my ability to change them. Not within my power to change perspectives of other people, even gods.
I can't think of anything else to say, but I guess, like, yeah, we wrap up conversation.
Yeah, she puts her hands on your shoulder and says, Luna, whatever you decide will be alright with me. Then,
And hugs, and tell everyone I said hi.
I will. You'd probably like to know that the lock has made it to the city that it made it to. He's made it to Nuvon. Hopefully he'll be able to achieve whatever it is he has been trying to do with Nephi. I think he's trying to sell schematics of his creations.
Do you know what he's chosen to sell? Or you just know that's what he's doing?
I think he's trying to sell, he's been very,
You think
I think he's trying to sell, like, that net gun and, other bomb arrows and things he's made and sort of nifty trinkets that he might have come up with. And he was trying to sell a water wheel to some, what's his name? That stuffy elf that everyone hates. Billy Amney. I hate that guy. It's terrible to everyone.
I'm hanging out with his daughter right now, actually.
What?
Yeah, she's traveling with us.
She's just like...
It was a weird circumstances, but yeah.
She kind of like has this puzzled... I didn't even know he had a daughter.
Yeah, well, she is a half-elf, if that says anything.
I didn't even know he had a wife. Wow.
The wife would have been human, if that says anything.
Probably. Let me see if she remembers. Nope. He's supposed to be in my druid circle, based on geography, but he's never really shown up for our meetings, and I'm pretty much always been glad he hasn't shown up. I've met him once, and it was unpleasant. I haven't met anyone so, I don't know, universally cold. Universally cold, unfeeling, and disgusting all at once. Almost an unnatural quality to him. Strange and just pretty odd for someone who practices druidry.
That does sound odd.
And you guys chat for a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll wrap this up.
Then we wake up.
You guys wake up. Put on a little makeup. Okay, you guys wake
Grab a brush. Okay, you heard it.
up.
You already did that before I could.
Go downstairs. Their chain elves are packed up, ready to go. Kenny goes over to Ellie and says, "Hey, Ellie, you guys ready to go?"
I think we are.
Okay.
Right, Ellie?
Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
Alright. So, then the closest
Let's go.
manhole, I guess, is, we need to go through the back,
I
and
mean, we're in Toro. It's a drought hole.
drow hole.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Then.
Drow hole. So, Ferris, where are we going? He holds up the map and turns and just walks outside, and you guys, I assume, will just follow him, because you're going through the back. He walks through the back door of the Braden estate, and then, he, like, goes to they have, like, kind of, like, a little, like, enclosed backyard with, like, a small garden and, like, a bench. It's not, like, super well kept or tended to, but it's there, and, he goes to, like, the gate. Yeah, the back gate of this exterior wall and kind of eases it open. You see him look around.
Should one of us cast Pass Without Trace?
I mean, it won't hurt.
I'll do it. Just kidding, I don't have any spells.
But I don't see anyone right now. It's not that far.
Yeah, let's try to keep our reserves. I mean, if we
It's
hear
good.
someone,
Good point.
if we hear someone coming, we can cast it. I have.
Go first. I believe I can sneak around a little bit better than others, perhaps. And I can let you know when it's clear.
Oh, that's true. That's not creepy at all. Alright.
No.
We're going down the sewer.
Yeah, so,
Or we find a giant spider and become friends with it.
yay.
Well, someone will become friends with Naki hunting, but okay.
Varys is just like, I mean, the drow is literally right there. Well, it's technically like a grate. I mean, let's just go. You guys skirt along the edge of the like exterior walls and come to. So the entrance of the sewers is concealed behind this like thick wall of moss that has grown from the outside, come over and break down. And he looks
It's
at
like a curtain.
yeah, like a curtain. He looks at the map and he like pulls it aside. And behind it, you see these rusted bars. He kind of like nods at Narte, who then just grabs the bars and he's like, he's like, they're pretty rusty. So, kind of just pries one off and then
Don't scratch yourself.
puts it aside. He's like, and this sort of gesture to you guys to kind of all like skitter in there. And you guys come to, behind the curtain of plant mass is a dimly lit passageway that leads down a small hallway into a ladder. The three arcane elves go to the ladder, kind of like look down it. You see them make like some strange gestures at each other, and then at the end you see Canaris and Various look pretty pleased with themselves, and Narte kind of like scuffed the ground frustrated. And then he like just like, and he gets on the ladder and starts going down. Okay, you see
See a DM wife getting a big old book.
okay, let's see.
I think you beat me, but could you tell before what I was doing?
What? No.
This doesn't work with the lag, I don't know. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
I did it. Just
I'm glad you guys caught on to what they're doing. You guys,
It's cute, I like it.
as he's descending, you hear this ladder kind of, you hear whine, the whine of like metal. And it sounds like the metal has broke, the metal broke. We'll see if he,
the ladder?
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. The ladder broke, and then like you see the two other you see Canaris go, he like kind of like scrambles and tries to grab like the top of it, see if he can, but it like he can't grab it, so like the ladder clangs against the ground, and Narte, you hear this thud. And as you guys kind of like gather and poke your head down, Narte has landed safely, and then he like has kind of like awkwardly grabbed onto the ladder to prevent it from climbing around anymore, and he's just like, he kind of like positions the ladder around and then like puts it against the wall.
Did it? Wait.
Should we use our rope again?
It's only like a 15-foot drop.
Okay.
I have rope. Did it make a loud clang at all or no?
Yeah, it did. It made kind of a clang.
Can I just make a perception check just to see if like
Yeah,
if
go for
it
it.
alerted anything
Go
or
for it.
whoa, that went wild. Fuck wild.
Does it count as a critical?
Nope. It was cocked before, but rolled it again. It was pretty terrible. It's a 9.
And so after this clang, you kind of look around, and it's still really early hours. Like, no one's really... People really aren't out. It'd be like the equivalent to, like, 5 in the morning or something like that. And, you don't think anyone is really paying attention to that. Like, they're either in deep trance or just don't care because it's so early. After Narte kind of signals for people to come down, Ferris just drops, followed by Kenny, and they sort of step aside, and then Kenny kind of like whispers, just like, okay, if you could drop or have a rope, I mean, I'll catch you.
Keyanthi can just jump down and be fine.
I will jump down and be fine.
Yeah, those of you who are jumping down, do with Dex check. Those of you...
She has slow fall, she's fine.
So, that's if I use a key point. Hold up. What if I roll good, okay?
Does it? I thought it was just a reaction.
You're right, it is a reaction, never mind. You know more than I do, whatever. Anyway, I rolled... Let's talk about what I rolled first. I rolled a 19.
Yeah, no problem. You land...
So I'm fine.
Absolutely fine, yeah. You land.
Yeah,
I'll climb down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tie some rope to the end of like the broken ladder because like it broke off, right?
Yeah, broke off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll say like
I'll just like tie it and use it down.
do a square knot, come down. Tarina, I'm assuming you're gonna follow with the rope.
I'm gonna try to jump.
Okay.
Yay!
Do it.
Are you gonna jump into Canaris' arms, or are you going to jump onto the floor?
Oh! I'm gonna jump into his arms if he'll let me.
Yes. You have Dex. You have advantage.
She steps back as soon as you jump. That would be fine.
16!
Okay, yes. So you go, and he catches you in his beefy arms, and then just puts you down.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Beef.
Lush.
Beef is good.
You guys can turn and look down the hallway. The light down here is dim, as there is sort of like a light. It's like a system. There we go. A light system that goes along the walls, probably generated magically. As a gas lamp would be a terrible idea down here. You can see there's light along the walls, but some of the light fixtures are in disrepair. The floor here is slick with the moisture from the air, and you hear water running in the pipes above you as well as further down the walkway. Do you continue forward?
Alright, DM wife, this is very important.
Okay.
What does it smell like?
It smells terrible.
Describe it. Paint a smelly picture for me.
Keyanthi is weeping. Her eyes are already watering.
Yeah, like,
Start with
they're
that.
watering. Right here, it's not so bad, but, like, you know that, like, dumpster smell, or, like, it kind of, like, it's just... Here, it's a lot of, like, it mostly smells... Let me see. I have...
Yeah, bad.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
What's the city that the dump is in?
Milpitas?
Yeah, it has a Milpitas snake. Nothing against all Milpitas viewers.
And Luna tie like a bandana across her face just to...
Yeah.
Okay. She
I'm
now has a bandana.
tying my long leaf hair in front of my face. Very
Making
much
a leaf beard?
Yeah, very much in my leaf beard fashion.
That one paper.
Didn't like Keyanthi get like a bunch of soaps that smelled nice once?
Yeah, she did. She did.
Well, you have.
Okay, so she's gonna take those in a bag and like put it under her head so she have like nice smelling stuff to counteract the nasty.
Okay, so like
You just take it a
you
step
take
beyond.
you adjust the belt that you have. It's like this like sash, and then you adjust it so that it has more length on one end, and you kind of like wrap it around your head, and then bind it with like a little knot, and then just stuff it with soap.
It's probably so Keyanthi is prepared. She's been.
You have prestidigitation. I think you can make smells with prestidigitation.
Yeah, you can make smells. But it
And like a
smells
cubic
like
feet.
dumpster
They don't go from my head anyway.
It smells like dumpster after the rain. So it has the dumpster smell kind of dumbed down, but
it's soggy dumpster
it's
smell.
soggy dumpster smell.
Dumpster smell. That makes it worse. Girl.
Arguably,
It's
very
soggy
much
milk.
worse.
Like,
Soggy Great Mall. Oof, sorry.
you see most of the Arcane boys grimacing.
I
Penny's
know.
like, I really don't want to be a dog down here. That'd be a terrible idea.
Is there an animal that has less sense of smell than others?
Nope, only the dog.
Oh gosh.
And Archie's just like, my goodness. Farius just ties this thing around has like another bandana around his face and looks at the map. Points and he's just like, this way.